118 days. That's how long it took for this SAG-AFTRA strike to end. That's how long it took for Hollywood to get back to making the films and content that we love. 118 days. So now this podcast goes back to doing what it does best, keeping up with the fun. From the Vault 319 recording room, this is the TWEE'QUEL podcast.
I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me, I'm not gonna put up a fight.
Well, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jake Alexander, the voice in the void, the lone wolf, your favorite host with a list. Welcome to another episode of the TWEE'QUEL podcast. If you are a returning listener, thank you for staying with us. And if you are a new listener, hey, welcome, and go back and listen to some of the older episodes. I'm pretty sure you'll find something that you will like and be very informed from. And if you are watching the behind the scenes episodes of footage over on YouTube, welcome. I'm gonna try to do this a little bit more often, get some behind the scenes stuff so you can actually see me while I'm doing this. It's not gonna be much, but I'll keep posting it as often as I can. Besides that, it has been a very good week for all of us. The strike is over. The last SAG-AFTRA strike is over. 118 days, as I was saying in the opening monologue, and I'm surprised it was only 118 days. I really thought it was going to go to 2024, maybe to like January or February, but no, it's over. They have a tentative deal on the table, and the last word I've had this Friday morning is that both sides have signed off, and this is a 3-year agreement. So I don't know all the details to it, but we're going to talk about that when we get to the news. And that's all we're doing today. We're just talking a handful of news because this week has been packed with trailers and the news of the SAG-AFTRA strike coming to an end, and just things for anime and everything. It has been so much. Loki ended last night. Okay, so let's start the news off talking about, obviously, the SAG-AFTRA strike. Like I said earlier, the strike is now over, and it lasted 118 days. With a tentative deal in hand, that deal was struck late Wednesday, and the strike officially actually came to an end at 12:01 a.m. on Thursday. Now, it still needs to be ratified by the voting body, but it does include pay bumps, protections against artificial intelligence, and streaming bonuses, which means SAG-AFTRA got exactly what they were after, and I don't understand why the studios had to do a whole roundabout type of nonsense and just wind up giving them exactly what they wanted. Fran Drescher, who is president of SAG-AFTRA, she told NPR in an interview just Thursday morning that the breakthrough moment was basically them talking about AI going into the future, and that both sides really understood that it may help us right now, or it may help studios make money later on. But when people start getting AI into their own hands and then they start pirating everything. But Netflix by itself would not be outdone this week with all of the trailers and the first looks. We wind up getting a first look teaser picture for Avatar, and then we wind up getting a teaser trailer for the Avatar series. That's going to debut February 22nd, 2024, and it looks absolutely perfect. The original guys who did the cartoon, did the animated series, I should say, let's not call it a cartoon, but yeah, who did the original animated series on Nickelodeon, they are show running, they are writing. They brought back a bunch of people from that show for this. They even brought back, from what I was told, they even brought back a handful of the composers to write music for this, all new music. So I got a feeling this one is going to follow in the steps of One Piece. Me and Willie talked about this before when we were talking about One Piece, oddly enough.